Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they match up with the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense led by number 12, Aaron Rodgers. And the Pack in an unfamiliar position this year. They have not made the playoffs for 2 years running. 6-9-1 a year ago, and now with a new head coach in Matt LaFleur. No guarantee, certainly, that they'll play meaningful football in January this year. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Offside defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively. All kinds of options. Now Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And again they stuff him. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
Have no idea where they're putting in the food in the Martin household, but they've developed 2 terrific offensive linemen. Brother Zach, a perennial all-pro at guard with the Dallas Cowboys, but Nick, no slouch at center for the Houston Texans. He sets the tone for their offensive line. He's the pivot up front.
Going up top. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
The versatile defenders of Darius Smith had a breakout season with the Baltimore Ravens in 2018, just in time for free agency, and parlayed that into a nice contract with the Green Bay Packers, who are looking for a pass rusher off the edge.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Let's take a second and focus in on inside linebacker Benardrick McKinney, who shows up to play each and every week. Hasn't missed a game in his last 3 seasons. One of the better tacklers at the inside linebacker position. Went to his first Pro Bowl in 2018.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down now, it's Miller. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers! Jimmy Graham, 32 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive, and the result, a Green Bay score. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, here's Miller. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, Miller. Miller with first down and more. Lamar Miller, the 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now it's the backup Kaiser. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Kaiser. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, Webb. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, it's Webb. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first and 10, Webb. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now a first down throw, Webb. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Kaiser. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And some concerns caused him to slip to the 5th round. I guess if you're him, the good news is you kind of flew under the radar. Maybe expectations are low. You can come in and prove something.
And a lot to prove because those off-field concerns that creep in on you, you want to prove that they're all wrong, that they don't matter, that you are a much better player than what people picture.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Webb got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a perfect.
Webb can't escape as he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now a give, right side. Foreman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Webb. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now the first play in the drive there is incomplete. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long for Kaiser. It's caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Kaiser now. A throw caught by Kumaro. A very solid gain of 27. Kaiser now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll bring him back within a point. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packers defense here getting ready, and they have been disruptive in the backfield. Now, how often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's 2 guys there to block them, they'll bring 3, and that 3rd guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end, and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. First carry here for Tywan Jones. Still churning. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Webb. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Webb. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Webb. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And this one is right down the middle. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Completes it to Davis.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Kaiser on first down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. It is back to football for 22 teams here on this Thursday night, minus the Broncos and Falcons who played